Right, we'll do a quick catch up on the withdrawal. So, as you can see, at least from last time, we've got the right hand as well as the left hand put in. They're not done, but they have been roughed out. So, I have the hardest part mostly completed, which I'd say 4 areas for the most part, or the hardest parts were this arm, um, this elbow, and this forearm here. Now, obviously, that's not all there, but it only needs to appear to be there. So, having the fist with the glove that goes up to the forearm, in addition to part of the forearm and the elbow region, in addition to some of this stuff is fluff, like part of the clothing and the garments and stuff. So, that'll be more apparent later. But this is the shoulder here. This is the bag. It's not going to look like a bowling ball. It's going to be a little more oblong. Probably pull some off the bottom, push this thing back a little further, make this more of an oval rather than a circle. These are ropes that hold and bind this thing together so it can be held. Goes up through the hand, comes out of the top of the hand, goes over the back. So this will be rope. And I know some of you want to see how to make rope, so I'll play with that and try to get you a better understanding. So this is rope, but this is like a bag of gold coins or something. So I'll have to put coins in here, make it look like coins. Additionally, this foot was quite challenging because there's a point at which you can make things completely straight, but they don't look correct. So I spent quite a bit of time trying to push this foot back, in addition to keeping the front of the foot forward. So, yeah, you'd think that this would be from here to here would be exactly the same depth, moving up as well, and having it be more or less parallel to whatever the surface is to the next to it. But in fact, if you do that, it doesn't look right. This looks too far away. This looks too close. And obviously, once that occurs, the only way to fix it is to push this back even further. So then you're just stuck in a loop doing both of those, expecting a different result. So this sticks out a little bit further than this. This sticks out a little further than this, and I'll have to round this a little more here, but for the most part, the foot looks okay. It also appears as if he's kind of bow-legged and that this sticks forward. I'll probably push it back a little bit more, but not that much. Additionally, we got the basic pattern to the boot. We got the leg in, the garment here that flies up and over. That was kind of tough to figure out because we haven't really turned him in that direction yet. So I had to turn him over here while I'm still waiting to turn him over here. So I couldn't really figure that out in my head until I recognized that this went and now this has to go to a side, to more of a side position. But I don't want to remove any of this until I've worked out the beard. So that makes sense there. The hand here was done first, but this forearm here is, if you look from the side, it's not really there at all. See, there's nothing there, but it has to appear to be there. So this works out here as the side. I'll clean all this up and everything, but for the most part, this is done. Once you get the parts that you need done, you can start working on the other areas where it's not really as viewable, but this will eventually come in too. So this is another garment area here, and I'll work with that. This is the shoulder. So you saw that initially I had a problem with a knot down here in the beard. It's still there. Looks like I could probably remove it, but if I do that, I'll be pushing this curl back quite a bit. So I'm not sure. It might be stuck there. Eventually, I'll have to work on the beard, so maybe I'll just get it removed, but I don't know. We'll find out. Next up is the head, and to bring the face into play and get that worked out. You can tell that there are steps here. So we got a step here, 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 and here. So these coming from below and going up. I will probably throw in a stone background. This here is a line that I'll be cutting. This part will be going way back. Not sure exactly what I'll put back there just yet. There's just not much to work with here. Maybe a castle or something. I'm not sure yet. Right here, it has to cut down and then round down as well. I'll try to work with you on this, or at least to give you a better understanding of how I'm going to work this out. This is supposed to be continue going down. So what I'll have to do is make a line, cut back again, but eventually I'll just run out of wood, so I'll have to work on that with you at a different time. And then also the lantern. This is more like the equivalent of a pen light lantern, but I think it's kind of cute, so I kept it. It's a little bit off on top, but it's okay. All right. Next up, I will work on the Patreon project.